Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from No Walmart Digital. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And welcome to Wildcat Gym on a special night. We actually have had a little special presentation before the warm-ups began. And it's Cats for a Cure night. Everything is pink. We're living in a pink world up here. Lots of pink balloons, pink signs. It's Paws for a Cause, Cats for a Cure. And it's all about breast cancer awareness during October. And, of course, all types of cancer. And there was a nice presentation honoring Norma Hernandez of Lovington for this evening. And now we have the Lady Cats in special pink T-shirts, Cats for a Cure shirts, and lots of pink in the stands as well on both sides and even among our visitors. So we welcome you in on a special Tuesday night for volleyball, and we will get you ready for this match. The last time we were here was 1 week ago. No, less than a week ago. It was Thursday night, actually,
yeah.
TJ. Yeah, we were here for a special night that night. It's because Lovington won their first match in 2 years, beating Tatum 3-1 here at Wildcat Gym. Then they went on the next night to Clovis to play in a tournament, and they lost to Clovis 3-0. Of course, Clovis, a 5A team. So no harm or shame in that. And now that brings us to here, to tonight. And Lovington and Ruidoso is in the house. These two teams met back on October 2nd, and Ruidoso beat Lovington 3-1 that night. Ruidoso on a bit of a roll. They've won their last three of their past 5 matches. They're 3-11 overall, though, ranked number 99 in the state of New Mexico in 4A overall, but they're number 23 in 4A. They're 99th overall, but 23 in 4A. And Lovington is 1-12 overall, but of course with a lot of confidence, I guess, after that win on Thursday night. It was a packed gym. It was really a special feeling that night. It was senior night. The football was here. Whole varsity football team cheering on the Lovington girls. They had a lot of support for them, and they were able to play some really good volleyball that night, and they have been steadily improving. But according to the records, it looks like Ruidoso is on an upward trend and improving as a team as well. So it actually should be pretty well-matched volleyball tonight, TJ.
Well, it absolutely should be. For the Lady Cats, as they come into this one, as you mentioned, getting their first win of the season against Tatum on Thursday.
Yeah.
A lot of improvement in that game that we've talked about it all season long. Improvement from game to game to game. And finally, on Thursday night, they really did put it all together. The transitions were much better. The communication was much better between the girls. And really their acknowledgement of what was going on the other side finally started coming together. You didn't see a whole lot of going up and just trying to hammer the ball if just a little dink would work. Now then, if they opened up the defense and just, and they needed to put down, as you say, the boom, they certainly would.
Right.
So it was about recognizing what the opponent was doing and then making the opponent play to your skills. And Lovington made Tatum play their game on Thursday.
And Lovington was much more consistent. And we've seen them, play better in spurts over this season. But they finally really put it all together, and they played better volleyball more consistently, and they've moved up, a level. They're not just playing, decent volleyball, keeping it in play like, high school PE class, right, volleyball. They've moved beyond that and improved their basic volleyball skills individually and as a team. And now, as you say, they're starting to really make that the transitions a little faster between offense and defense, and really start watching ahead to get better positioned at the net or behind, and really watching for where they need to be ready to block or launch their own attack, or getting ready to knowing where to try to place the ball against their opponent. And so everything was better. Their service game was much better. They had far fewer net serves. They had far fewer unforced errors. They were taking a lot of swings, but they were making them count. They were scoring on their swings, so their scoring percentage was up individually and as a team. So they were doing a lot of things right last week against Tatum, and we hope that they'll bring all those skills, the confidence, knowing that they can win, breaking that 2-year drought. And it's really important to be able to break that trend, when it's hanging over you, and they've been coming so close, and they finally did that, and now they know that they can win. They know what that feels like again, and now it should be easier for them to put the consistency back into their game and to be that team. To be that team, the winning team, to be the team that played well against Tatum, that beat them that night, and that they can do this against other opponents, and certainly they're capable of beating Ruidoso tonight.
Well, they certainly are. These two teams very well matched. You mentioned, they played back on the second. It was a 3-1 Ruidoso win in that one, of course, on a Saturday night after a football game. And that's no excuse. Two different sports, but kids will be kids, and they were probably out a little late the night before cheering on the football team and doing things after the football game, and then having to get up early and go to the rather light air up in the Ruidoso. I like Ruidoso. I call it the land that technology forgot, because you can't get a cell signal out of their gym for the life of us.
Yeah, you certainly can't anywhere around their gym. Now, the football field is the only place you can actually get a signal out. That's because it's a little bit higher.
And it's on the main
road. It's not off in that little canyon where they're beautiful. It's quaint. It's a lovely setting. But man, it's tough. It's cell phone hell, as we like to say. So definitely. Now,
back to your point though, Lovington can win this game. Now Ruidoso is having they're coming off of, what for a lot of schools was a holiday yesterday, a long holiday weekend with Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, First Peoples Day, whatever they're calling it now. And so then they have to travel. It's a different atmosphere, literally, than what they're used to. So home court advantage definitely going to go to the Lady Cats tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And, even though there was no school yesterday, for all we know, the girls came and worked out. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But we know that they are out here warming up and are, I'm sure, anxious to get on the court. And what I like about them all season long is no matter how, as they were losing matches, but winning, starting to win sets, and scoring more points in every set, more and more points, and doing better and better and better over the course of the season. They continue to play with a lot of energy and commitment, and they came out here, looking like a team that was having fun and that looked forward to playing the match. And I like that, because now that they've won, they know that they can. That level, that enjoyment, all of that should just go up. And that's going to give them, hopefully, that energy and can give them the edge when things get tough. They also, last week, we saw them start going on their own rallies and on their own rolls, and start to go and make like 3, 4, 5 straight points off of their serve and hang on to the serve and rattle the other opponent. We've seen them be able to do that. I mean, they've done that even against opponents like Artesia, even against opponents like Roswell. They can get into a mode where they get a little more aggressive, and they can rock another team a little off of their game. And I think Lovington, they can certainly do that here against Ruidoso tonight. Let's just see what they will do. We know what they can do now. They know what they can do. Now it's a matter of which team is out here tonight. What will they do tonight against Ruidoso, and what will Ruidoso throw up at them tonight?
Well, you're absolutely right. It's what they can do. And Lovington knows they are running out of time in the pre-district schedule. Matter of fact, 1 week from tonight, district starts with Artesia coming to town. And believe me, that is not an easy matchup. And this is not an easy district by any stretch.
No.
You've got Artesia that is always they're perennial a top 10 team in Class 4A. You've got Portales, which is perennially a top 10 team in 4A. You've got Goddard, that is a little bit of a roller coaster ride sometime, but they're pretty good as well. And then Lovington, who I think has the most to prove in this district coming up. So they need to work on the things that they need to tonight and then Thursday in Eunice to get ready for that district slate. So win or lose tonight, you've got to work on some of your weaknesses and some of the things that you're going to be facing when you get into the district schedule.
But Lovington is in a position where they don't have to worry about. They can just throw it all out there. They don't have to worry about protecting anything. They don't have a winning streak, a reputation to protect. They can just go all out, just throw it out there, play, and leave it all out on the court, and see where it gets them.
Well, and that's what they're going to have to do because, again, I think I'll have to double-check with the NMAA, but it is a limited number of playoff teams once again this year.
Okay.
And so Lovington is going to have to leave it all out on the court because, let's face it, at 1-12, unless they win district, they're not going to get a wild card.
Right.
They might. There are some scenarios where they might be considered, but really, unless they win a wild card, unless they win the district, the playoffs are kind of a far-fetched dream. But it's one of those. As you mentioned, they have nothing to lose, so they can come out and leave it all on the court. But you've got to try and, of course, get the victories. Again, I will double-check with the NMAA and see for sure on that. Matter of fact, I'll do that while we continue the pregame show.
And next up, though, for Lovington after tonight, they're going to be at Eunice. It's a makeup game, so they will be at Eunice on Thursday night. That match is supposed to start at 6 o'clock, varsity anyway, and we will be there to bring you that game. So we're looking forward to that. Of course, first up is tonight against Ruidoso, and it's interesting that Ruidoso is in our district in some sports. In volleyball, they're not. Yeah. So that's just kind of how it goes.
Because, the NMAA doesn't own a map. So
I don't know. And next up for Ruidoso after tonight, they are going to host NMMI this Thursday. So these two teams will be back in action in 2 nights after tonight. And we want to, say going into this, good luck to both teams. Of course, we definitely will take a look down both of the rosters, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if they're going to start with the national anthem or if they're going to do the introductions. You never quite know which way they'll go. If they do introductions, then I will. We'll go ahead and introduce. And number 1 for Ruidoso is Ireland Vasile. Number 2 is Keiki Murillo. Number 3 is Presley Huey. Number 4, Juliana McAllister. Number 6, Alexius Ontiveros. Number 9, Riley Holder. Number 10, Kaylee Joyner. Number 11, Olivia Hildman. Number 12, Jolie Magoosh. Number 16, Reagan Jamerson. Number 17, Kiana Hidalgo. Number 18, Kareem Gutierrez. And number 19, Savannah Mendez. And I think they did not announce Kareem Gutierrez, so it may be that she is not on the roster tonight, did not travel with the team for some reason. Ruidoso is coached by Marvin Sterrett, head coach, and Kansas Miranda, the assistant coach. For your Lovington Lady Cats, number 2 is Tess Hernandez. Number 4, Carly Knapp. Number 5, Layla Hernandez. Number 7, Amber Borunda. Number 8, sometimes wearing jersey 3, is Odyssey Ortiz. Number 9 is Amy Martinez. Number 10, Myra Castro. Number 13, Aubrey Aranda. Number 14, Annalie Chavarria. Number 15, Riley Dunlap. Number 16, sometimes wearing jersey 19, is Hanaya Martinez. Number 18, Jasmine Preciado. And number 20 is Alexa Bell. And I believe Alexa is still out for tonight. We don't know if she's going to be back for Thursday for that game against Eunice or not. And the team manager is Moises Duran.
And we will go ahead and take a timeout for the national anthem. This is Lady Cat Volleyball from the Walmart Digital, One Radio Square Sports.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Volleyball as I scramble for a lozenge. My apologies ahead of time. I'm coming off of allergy, sinus, cold, something over the last 3 or 4 days. And let's hope the voice holds out. I mean, maybe doing a little coughing here and there, but I'll try not to cough in your ears. But we'll pop a lozenge. Thank you, TJ Miracle. And get ready for the start of this volleyball match tonight. It'll be set 1 between Lovington, your home Lady Cats, coached by Marissa Ochoa, head coach, Jimma Cantone, the assistant coach, against Ruidoso. Set 1 to come. For Lovington, I think it's very important for them to try to win this match tonight. Coming off of that win on Tuesday, they want to prove, last Thursday that is, they want to prove that that's just the plan of action from now on, the way they looked, their level of play, their style of play, their consistency. It will be Ruidoso, and it's number 12, Jolie Magoosh, who's going to serve first for Ruidoso. Good serve. Amber Barunda with first contact. Preciado third. Barunda sends it back over the net. Magoosh, sets up for a big kill. It goes long off of, no, it was in.
It was in there as Presley Huey got it in and just painted the back line.
Number 3, Presley Huey, just barely got that in there. In fact, when I glanced, I thought that was long. But Ruidoso draws first blood, 1-0, first set. Magoosh with a serve. Barunda sending it back over. Second contact, Magoosh. And that's going to be third. I think they lost track of how many hits, and that should have been Huey sending it over the net. And in fact, she set the ball, but that was third hit already. So Lovington with the point and the serve. Preciado back to do it. And an attempted kill denied by Hernandez. Now Hernandez, trying to get it over, but it will not. She had the third hit coming off of a weak pass. Again, Lovington can't afford to be a little off their game tonight. They have got to be communicating and making those smooth transitions. So number 2, Murillo, will be serving. Hernandez, the libero, sets it up. A save by Ruidoso, sending it over. A little free ball by Huey. Preciado sets up, I believe that was number 8, Ortiz, for the kill. And it goes long, so the point goes to Ruidoso. Ruidoso up 3-1 now. Lovington needs to stop the bleeding early, try to gain control. Big kill attempt off of the hands of Dunlap. It would have been out, but Ruidoso dove. I think that was their libero Holder diving to try to save it, and that actually sent it even further out of bounds. So the point for Lovington, they catch a break there. It's 3-2. Good serve. Attempted kill by McAllister. Goes long. So we are now tied at 3-all. As Ruidoso making a couple of unforced errors, helping out Lovington a bit. And it is Ortiz serving. Ruidoso, McAllister with the attempted kill, and again goes long. No, it was off the hands, off the fingertips. So Lovington touched that ball before it went out of bounds, and that's really, they need to watch and try to let Ruidoso make their own mistakes and don't help them. Preciado is going to try to send it back over, blocked at the net though by Huey. So quickly, Ruidoso now 5-3 as Huey with a block. And it will be 19 Mendez serving for Ruidoso. Hernandez with a nice dig. Preciado, not just set, sends it over the net. Ruidoso answers. Barunda with third contact. And they're going to set up McAllister for the kill, and it goes long. Now they're saying it was touched. Yes, it was. Once again, off the fingertips. It was touched by Lovington. Lovington needs to look at that ball when it's pretty obvious that it's going to go long. Don't touch it. Sometimes you go up just as a reflex, but you got to try to kill that reflex. And a net serve by Savannah Mendez will give the point to Lovington, and the serve back. 6-4. Ruidoso is leading in this first set. Lovington trailing by 2. Dunlap back to serve. Lovington generally does well under Dunlap's serve. And an attempted kill is blocked on the right side by Barunda, sent back over and falls just across the 10-foot line in front of Lovington's back row. So the point for Ruidoso, and now they're up 3 points. This equals the largest lead that Ruidoso has had, and it sends Huey back to serve. Huey with a long serve. Thankfully, Lovington's back row watches it sail over. So that's another error on serve. That's a couple for Ruidoso. 7-5. Lovington trailing by 2. And back to serve is, I believe, Chavarria.
Preciado.
Oh, Preciado, number 18. And attempted kill. Hernandez digs it. Preciado sets it. Barunda sends it over. Nice spin on that. But Ruidoso saves it. Attempted kill, and it becomes a kill. Number 4 over there, McAllister. She's got a couple of kills already. She's in that outside hitter location and doing a good job. Substitute coming in as McAllister comes out, and Vasile comes in to serve. That's always that always tells you that she's a serve specialist when they put her in right before her serve rotation comes up. Third hit by Hernandez, gets it over the net, keeps it alive for Lovington. And now attempted kill by Murillo is going to go long. So the point goes to Lovington, and now 8-6. They trail by 2. So some hitting errors, unforced errors by Ruidoso are giving Lovington a gift. They have yet to really get any offensive rhythm going, but Barunda back to serve, and it's a good one. Some punch to that serve. Third hit is coming, dug by Hernandez. Good one. Preciado sets up Ortiz. She sends it over. Here's an attempted kill by Murillo coming up. Hernandez digs it again. It goes across the net. A free ball going over, and the back row just turns around and looks at it. Nobody in position. So the point to Ruidoso, 9-6 now. 9-6. Ruidoso leads by 3. So Lovington with were not as sharp defensively as we saw them last week. As they've got some new girls in the rotation, it looks a little different right now. Ruidoso with a good serve over. Preciado with a third touch. That's going to be Mendez. A free ball coming over. Preciado on the second touch sets up, and it goes long, as that was 13. Aubrey Aranda. She had lots of kills in the game against Tatum last week, but this one goes long. So an unforced error by Lovington. Gives the ball back to Ruidoso, and the serve by number 9 by Riley Holder is it's good. It goes in just inside the baseline, and again Lovington on the wrong end of the momentum here, and now Ruidoso has a 5-point lead. It's 11-6, and Coach Ochoa calling a timeout to try to refocus her Lovington girls. They came out tonight and they've just looked a little scattered, not as sharp and focused as we saw them last Thursday. They just had an energy and a purpose in their play from the very beginning last Thursday that we're not really seeing here tonight. Not as sharp as it was last Thursday. But again, a different look to the girls, slightly different rotation, a few different starters out on the floor for them. Ruidoso with the serve. Carly Knapp with the first contact. And going to be a point for Lovington.
It's going to sneak in on the near sideline.
On that right side there. I know Preciado and Aranda and Ortiz were all three over there. They were your front line. Now it's Dunlap coming in, subbing on the front line as Leila Hernandez, the libero, back to serve for Lovington. Oh, nice serve. Tapped right straight back over by Dunlap. Now Murillo sends it over. Second contact by Preciado. Setting up Dunlap. A save by Ruidoso. And, I think it probably would have gone long. Hernandez puts it up, and Preciado sends it over. And I think that took Ruidoso by surprise as they were expecting the Preciado on the second contact to go ahead and set it. She didn't. She sent it over, and it was spinning and hit the court. So Preciado with a kill. 8-11. Lovington is trailing by 3. Ruidoso trying to kill it. Ortiz at the net blocks it, and the point for Lovington. So nice work at the net there. And it's going to give Lovington the point. Now they trail again just by 2. It's 11-9. And Leila Hernandez to serve. Nice flat serve. No spin on that. Lovington answers, sends it over. Mendez is going to set up Murillo for the kill. Oh, it spins across the net and lands on the wrong side, the Ruidoso side. But for Lovington, that's right for them because that gives them the point and the ball back. And now they trail just by 1 point. 11-10. And Lovington with the ball back. 11-10, trailing just by 1 in this first set. Hernandez. It's Doug. And trying to tap it over is Hernandez. And it's blocked at the net, but then coming back over, it sneaks away. And Lovington takes it on the chin, almost literally. A couple of girls scrambling to try to get that. So the point goes to Ruidoso. 12-10. Ruidoso leading by 2. Jump serve by Magoosh. Oh, and that's a good serve. I was about to say that is a tough serve to handle because it's spinning and going straight down. And you really have to get in position quickly to be able to return that. And Leila Hernandez gave it a good try but couldn't do that. 13-10. This time it's Knapp who answers. Preciado setting up Dunlap. She sends it over. And now they're going to set up Huey. No kill. But the return is dug by Hernandez, punched back over by Cheverria, sent over by Magoosh, and then not able to handle that. Again, bad communication along the front line.
Yeah, not communicating nearly as well as they did, especially in sets 2 and 3 on Thursday night against Tatum.
That's Castro and Dunlap in the front row. Number 12 still serving, and a good serve. Lovington scrambling to get that back over, and they answer, and they punching it from the right side. In that right side front row was number 10, actually, Myra Castro for a kill. So Castro with a couple of good punches and a nice point. 14-11 now. Lovington trailing just by 3. Here comes the kill attempt, blocked at the net. Nice block. That's a couple of blocks tonight by Dunlap. Successful. And the point for Lovington. Good block, good anticipation of where they needed to be. We saw that a lot against Tatum last week. So I think Lovington is starting to wake up. Off of the serve, Ruidoso pushes it back over and then blocks at the net with their own. They answer. Mendez at the net, and I believe that was Murillo as well with a couple of blocks. And the point goes to Ruidoso. 15-12. They lead Lovington by 3 in this first set. It's going to be number 2, Keiki Murillo, to serve. A little punch serve goes into the net. So Ruidoso has had 3 service errors tonight. Give the point to Lovington. 15-13. And back to serve is going to be, I believe that is Ortiz. Yes, it is. Good serve. Mendez setting up for the kill. Ortiz saves it. Hernandez, second contact. Barunda punches it over. It's dug and saved. And then just pushed over by Huey. But Lovington answers. But a net violation.
2 hit.
Yeah, and it's going to be a hitting violation. I said net violation, but hitting violation. As Lovington's front line again. They've been hot and cold, doing some good blocks, and then not helping out their cause. Ruidoso with a serve. Lovington answers. And Riley Dunlap with a good attempted kill. But Ruidoso saves it. And over there in the corner, outside hitter location, McAllister with another kill as it hits in the back court. And Lovington, nobody back far enough to be able to get there. So 17-13. Ruidoso leading by 4. Magoosh serving. Preciado setting up Barunda. She tries to just put a fingertip punch over, but blocking at the net were Huey and Mendez right there. A couple of blocks by Huey and Mendez, both of them. anticipating Lovington. Nice serve. And pushing it over and blocking is going to be Preciado, but it's a net violation, yes. So Lovington exceeds the point. And a timeout again by Coach Ochoa to talk about it. Ruidoso has stretched out their lead now to 6, 19-13. So Lovington girls have really got to get it together. It's not very far from 19-25.
No, it's really not.
And so that's 6 points there. Ruidoso is ahead by 6, and in 6 more points they could win this set. So Ochoa taking a wise timeout, trying to tell her girls, nope. She is working on some different looks on the court with some different players, trying out some different combinations in her front and her back row. And so far tonight, the Lovington girls are having a little bit of trouble making it look smooth. If it looks a little awkward, I don't know if it feels that way to them, but obviously there's a reason why Coach is doing that.
And we've got a change at the server, as now it'll be Hidalgo going into serve. It was Mendez serving.
Yes, we had a substitution in for Ruidoso. And the serve is good. Hernandez digs it, though. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Oh, and it goes out. No, it's just in. So just in, right on the line. So a point for Lovington. A big boom for Barunda. I've got her for 2 kills so far. And the point for Lovington, 19-14. And Dunlap will be back to serve for Lovington. As they wait for the official, she signals, let's play. Nice serve. It is returned. Lovington able to try to punch it back over, but it goes wide to the right side out for a point for Ruidoso. They have 20 now. Lovington back to trailing by 6.
And again, Lovington at this point needs to try and settle it down. They need to break this serve, if at all possible, with another new girl checking into the game. But they've got to break this and go on a little run here. It's going to be a short first set.
Answered by Tess Hernandez. Barunda sends it over. Oh, and a nice punch over. Barunda didn't kill it, but she placed it right in front of the back row beyond that 10-foot line, and Ruidoso not ready for it. So a nice point for Lovington, 20-15. So Barunda with another kill. I've got her down for 3 now. And that is Chavarria?
Preciado.
No, Preciado. It's the 4 and the 8 that I can't see sometimes. So Preciado with an ace. Nice, and a good time for it. It's a good time for Lovington to go on a little offensive run here. 2016, they've shaved it down. Trail only by 4. Preciado back to serve again. A good serve. Ruidoso answers. Setting up for the kill at the front. Oh, and Lovington just manages to save that on 3rd contact. Now Preciado sets up Barunda. Barunda sends it over, and it goes wide. I don't think it.
Nope, it painted again.
It touched the line just on that far side. So the point for Lovington, and timeout by Ruidoso now as Coach Starrett realizes that Lovington has a little momentum going, and he wants to cool that down. As it is 20-17, Lovington trailing only by 3 in this first set here. Listening to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from New Walmart Digital on Cats for a Cure Nights. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And Lovington a little uneven in this first set. Had a little trouble getting going, and they haven't managed to really get some momentum and some offensive rhythm going until now. Let's hope that they can continue that. Preciado is serving for Lovington. They need to try to save this set, try to battle back, get those points back, try to win this set. It's a very important one, I think. Ruidoso answers, 2nd contact, attempted kill coming. Oh, and it doesn't work, as trying in that outside hitter roll over there. It was number 12, Magoosh, who thought she would just punch that with her knuckles over. Well, it went to the side instead and into the net. So the point for Lovington, and they're just down by 2, 20-18. Preciado serving. Ruidoso answers. They set it up for a Magoosh kill. Oh, and Tess Hernandez digs it. And then Layla sends it over on 3rd contact. Mendez is going to set up for a big boom kill, and it does, as Preciado cannot handle it. And looked like, was that Magoosh or was that Gutierrez who managed to get that kill?
I believe that was Gutierrez.
Gutierrez with the kill. I didn't have Kareem on the roster. 21-18, Ruidoso serving. Preciado punching it, just finger-tipping it over. And third contact coming by Ruidoso. They push it over. Lovington saves it. And now, it was a tight set at the net as Aranda ran up to the net trying to get it over, but no room. Tight set. No room between the ball and the net to be able to do anything with. Lovington down by 4 now, 22-18. They've got to make their move now. And another unforced error. That's 4 service errors by Ruidoso. And that error was by number 1, Vasile. And that's an important point for Lovington. 22-19 now. And going back to serve for Lovington will be Knapp, Carly Knapp. Lovington's got to make their move right now. Battle back. Knapp sails it over. They set up. Magoosh sends it over. Hernandez. And at the net trying to push it over is Preciado. And that's going to be a hitting error by Lovington. So the point goes to Ruidoso, 23-19. It's going to be their number 9 and their libero, Riley Holder, back to serve. Layla Hernandez digs it. Preciado sets it. Ortiz sends it over. Barely saved by Ruidoso. Magoosh with the kill. Oh, a big boom down as Knapp tries to get it. Ortiz trying to help her. Can't get it. So now set point, 24-19. Holder back to serve, and it's an ace off of the hands of Ortiz. So first set goes to Ruidoso, 25-19. Ruidoso up by 1-0 here. You'll be back for Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Walmart Digital. And welcome back to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Walmart Digital. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle here at Wildcat Gym as we are 1 set down, and that set belonged to Ruidoso, and pretty much Ruidoso dominated that set. I think both in tone and in momentum, and throughout that set, Lovington managed to tie it up early on, but they never led. So this first set, kind of went quickly, and Lovington, not a lot of rhythm. They finally did about halfway through that set. They found some offensive rhythm, and they started looking and getting a little more comfortable, a little more communication among them. But they have an awful lot of different girls in the rotation and playing tonight that haven't seen as much time in the past.
Well, they have, and I think that has been something a little bit different, maybe something that Coach Ochoa trying tonight. Something tells me we're going to see it a little more like what we're used to coming up in the second set.
So your front row is Dunlap, Preciado, and Ortiz, I believe. Yes. Your back row is Barunda, Aranda, and Preciado. Now they're going to switch, and that's going to be that is Castro. Castro is another girl who's in tonight, and she hasn't seen very much time at all in this season so far.
No, really hasn't.
So Castro back in the lineup tonight. It's going to be Preciado serving for Lovington to start this second set. Lovington has to win this set. I think they have to win this set if they want to win this match. They've got to. Nice serve. It's returned by Ruidoso, and then on third contact, Lovington they don't make a quality touch off of the second contact, and it just goes off the fist into the net.
Yeah, a little bit out of position as they were not. It was a good serve from Preciado, but it got it right close to the net as it just stuck over, and so Lovington was not ready for that, really.
Ruidoso just sent it over on first contact without passing it at all, and it did take Lovington by surprise. Lovington stays alive. As a Ruidoso now on three, you're going to say a double hit by Ruidoso. So that's a nice free point because Lovington really just scrambled to try to stay alive on that rally and send the ball over. So 1-1 in the second set. That's going to be Mendez setting up McAllister for the kill. And the point is for Lovington. Excuse me.
As we had another hitting violation, and so Lovington, off of the serve of Ortiz, getting the point and taking now the 2-1 lead.
And thank you very much, TJ. Serve coming up, and it goes over. The attempted kill by McAllister is saved by Preciado. Barunda for the kill off of the front row. Ruidoso is going to try to send it over. They do, kind of a free ball. Layla Hernandez passes it, and Barunda gets it off of a pass and sends it up in anything. That's a kill for Barunda, and that's a testament to the spin and the speed of her return over the net because Ruidoso could not do anything with that. So a point for Lovington. They're up 3-1. Good serve. And Ruidoso stays alive, and I thought that was just going to become a point for Lovington automatically, but Huey saves it right at the net, punches it over, and again, Lovington's front line completely out of position. Yeah, I
was going to say
They were way back. They were almost back at the 10-foot line.
Yeah, Huey
Nobody was at the net.
Yeah, so she had plenty of room to just kind of dink it over, and it worked good for her.
You've got to have somebody at the net. That's what that 10-foot line is for. You got to keep somebody up there at the front to block and attack. And third contact is coming by Dunlap. She hits it hard but out of bounds, so that's a point for Ruidoso, and they have tied it up. Lovington led 3-1. Now it's tied 3-3 as Magoosh serves. Barunda saves, and on third contact tries a kill. It's dug and saved by Ruidoso. Now Preciado sets Barunda for the kill, and yes! It floats off of the fingertips, I believe, of Magoosh and just falls in that back row. So a nice point and another kill for Barunda. 1, 2, 3. She's got 6 in this match and a block. 4-3. Lovington leads by 1. It's going to be Dunlap back to serve for Lovington. Ruidoso handles that. Going in for the kill is Huey off the right side. She's strong from either direction. You don't see that all the time. You usually see a front row a specialist who is better from the outside hitting left location or the right side hitting location. But, man, she has demonstrated tonight that she can kill from both sides of the net. And now she goes back to serve. And it's a net serve and another error. That's her second service error tonight. And the point goes to Lovington. They're back up by 1, 5-4 in this second set. This is a must-win set for Lovington. Good serve. Ruidoso answers. They set up Magoosh for the kill. It's saved by Tess Hernandez. Preciado sets up Aranda, who gets it over. And now here comes the big boom attempt. Lovington digs it. Preciado sets it. Barunda inside. So, two hits, double hit. So the point at what would have been a point for Lovington. Again, some basics as Lovington just needs to sharpen up a little bit and remember some basics of volleyball and try to play a little cleaner, more consistent game. But they're up by 2, 6-4. And the third contact by Aranda. Nice hit. Ruidoso saves it. Murillo sends it over, and it is just inbounds. Not much Lovington can do on that as the ball sails, not time enough to get anybody back there. And it falls just in bounds. So the point to Ruidoso, 6-6 now. It is tied up. I believe it's going to be 6-5. Yes, as Ruidoso is up by 1. I saw that adjustment coming. Nice rally going, both sides with some pretty quality touches, keeping it going. And Barunda going up. A little too much juice, too many Wheaties, and long. So out of bounds. That's a point for Ruidoso. Lovington can't afford the unforced errors. They trail by 2 in this second set. Preciado setting up Barunda. This time she gets it over, but a quick return keeps the rally going. Preciado now gets it. It's set up by Preciado, that is. Aranda sends it over. It's blocked. Now they send up Barunda, tries for the kill, but Ruidoso handles it, sends it over. Now Castro setting up Barunda. Double hit. So again, Lovington making a lot of too many unforced errors. They're just beating themselves. Ruidoso isn't beating them, really. They're beating themselves. That was a nice serve, though, and an ace for number 1, Vasile. So an ace and a point, and now Ruidoso is up by 4, 9-5. Your score in this second set. Ruidoso won the first one. That's going to be long. On the line.
Back-to-back aces.
That's not good. As 2 points, and Coach Ochoa wants to talk about it. So we'll take a quick timeout as well, back in 30 seconds. It's 10-5, Ruidoso leading in this second set. More Lovington volleyball coming back. And coming back, welcome back to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from the Walmart Digital on Cats for a Cure night here at Wildcat Gym. We are in the second set. Ruidoso won the first one, and at 25-19, they're up in this second set, 10-5 out of a timeout by Lovington. As coming in is going to be Chavarria for Castro. She goes to the back row where she joins Layla Hernandez, Amber Barunda. And the serve by Ruidoso is a net serve, and that is a Vasile, her second service error, but she has a couple of aces, so it's just kind of like a baseball hitter who either hits a home run or strikes out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so Lovington, Barunda with the serve. Nice one. Now, second contact. They set up number 2, Murillo, over there in the outside hitter location. She tries it, but it's blocked at the net by Lovington. So nice block. Right there is Preciado and Ortiz, or Chavarria rather. Good serve by Barunda. They set up Murillo for the attempted kill, and whoa, she hits it way hard, goes out of bounds. So another point, second point by Lovington. Now they trail 10-8. So Lovington will serve. Your front line right now is Aranda, Ortiz, and Castro. Barunda with a big serve, and it is an ace. So a nice ace by Barunda, as Ruidoso could not return that. It spun right into the net. 10-9. Lovington trails by only one. Barunda with and it hits the top of the net. Barunda follows up an ace with an error, and that gives the point to Ruidoso and gives them the ball back for serve. 11-9 your score in this second set. So important, I think, for Lovington to try to win this second set. Yeah, they've got to play three, but at least three. Preciado's second contact sends it over to Barunda for the kill. Oh, I can't believe that Ruidoso digs that and able to give it back. Chavarria first contact, Knapp second. Preciado sends it over, and it's Doug. Mendez sends it back over. Preciado setting up Aranda, and she's got a kill. So her first kill tonight to go along with a block, and a nice point for Lovington. So,
and then Aranda immediately comes out, and Riley Dunlap checks in.
It's 11-10. Lovington up by one. Layla Hernandez, your libero, back to serve. Ruidoso answers. A lot of spin on that. They try kill, and Hernandez says nope. She sends it over. Now Savannah Mendez sets up the attempted kill, but Lovington digs it and now sends it right back over. It's Castro. So Castro is going to have the kill on that, as it just spun in the just kind of in the right location for Ruidoso to have too much trouble getting it. Hernandez back to serve again. It's all tied apiece, 11 in the second set. Here's the third hit coming by Ruidoso. Lovington saves it. Preciado sends it over. Holder, first contact. Oh, tapping it over is Magoosh, but the net violation, yep. And a net violation gives the point to Lovington, and they're up by one, 12-11. A timeout taken by Coach Sterrett. He'll talk about it. We'll keep it here and say a big thank you to our sponsors. Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from No Walmart Digital. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And we thank our sponsors, Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric, Stone Oilfield Services, Navajo Refining Company, Norlee, Nowell Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob Swiftway, and First American Bank of Lovington. And this very important second set has been a back and forth one. That first set went very quickly. I think that first set, this second set is only half over, and it's already taken about the same amount of time as it took for that quick win by Ruidoso in the first set. So Lovington showing much more fight, and Hernandez with the serve. Ruidoso answers. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill, and it goes long, out of bounds. So the point for Ruidoso. Now we're tied up, back 12 apiece now. 12 all in the second set. Ruidoso up by one. And it's going to be number 12, I think, Magoosh back to serve. She's got a kill and an ace. Hernandez digs it. Knapp second touch. Or Castro with the ball over. Oh, and Dunlap off of her hands can't make a quality pass. And it goes out of bounds off of Castro, Ortiz in that front row. So the point for Ruidoso, 13-12. They lead by one. Lovington needs to try to keep them from going on an offensive run here, as Magoosh back to serve again. Knapp digs it, sends it back over. It's punched. Oh! It's punched right straight back by Mendez with a kill. And now Ruidoso, 14-12. Again, Lovington really got to stop this now and keep Ruidoso from going on any more of a run than they are. It was tied at 12 all. Ruidoso with a couple of quick points. Magoosh with the serve. It's dug by Knapp. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. And it falls in. Luckily, number 1, Vasile, and number 9, Holder for Ruidoso stand and watch each other.
Gets the kill.
They watch each other as it goes right down. And Hanaya Martinez?
Amy Martinez, number 9.
Amy Martinez, number 9. That's right. Amy Martinez with the kill. Preciado with the serve. Third contact coming. It's punched by Murillo. Lovington has got to get it over on this one. They do. Now attempted kill coming as, yes, they're going to say the point, and it was off of Huey. So Huey with a kill on that one.
Actually, net violation on Lovington.
Okay. So not a kill. Huey did kill it, but it can't count as a kill because that was a penalty point. That was a point for Ruidoso. 15-13. They lead by 2. Third contact coming by Chavarria. And it's dug, but sent into the net. Tight set. Nothing Huey could do. She tried. But that point for Lovington. Now they trail by 1, 15-14.
Yeah, it just came off the front of the hands and a little bit funny and right into the net, so a good break for Lovington.
Amy Martinez back to serve. Back to serve for Lovington. A good serve. Martinez now setting up Huey, but she sends a free ball over. Preciado sets up Barunda. She just taps it over. Now Layla Hernandez with it. Preciado with a second contact. She sends it, and Ortiz trying to get it. Ortiz sent it back over, but then number 19, Mendez, sneaks it back over against them on the kill.
Nope, but it was a net violation on Ruidoso.
And I looked down to point it, to mark it before the whistle sounded. The point for Ruidoso, 16-15, and now hitting it too strong off of the return was McAllister. So the point goes to Lovington, and they're up by 1 now. This seesaw match, this seesaw set, really. Oh, and then service error by Martinez will give Ruidoso the point. Now we're tied at 16 apiece.
I think at this point the question is this second set is who is going to make the fewest mistakes.
And who's going to make the most mistakes.
Because that's pretty much what it's been.
That's true. It's just been back and forth, and really sloppy play by both teams for the most part in some ways, some longer rallies. Attempted kill is blocked at the net by Dunlap. So that's her third big block, and that denies Ruidoso the kill. Going up for a big one, taking a big swing was Huey. But Dunlap said, not on my watch. The point for Lovington. They're up by 1, 17-16.
And good positioning for Dunlap to be right there.
Well, that's her third block tonight, and she definitely has been strong at the net. Now she's back to serve. Good serve. Ruidoso answers. Mendez setting up for third contact. Barunda digs it. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. And they're going to say it went out of bounds, did not touch the line this time, and the point goes to Ruidoso.
And I thought that maybe one of the Ruidoso girls, probably Huey, had touched that, but the officials right there didn't see it that way.
No, I think she pulled her hands back. She had her fingertips up there. She pulled them back real fast. 17-all as Ruidoso serves. Tess Hernandez answers. Layla, second contact, sets up Barunda for the kill, but Ruidoso answers. Now, number 12, Magoosh pushes it over and does successfully. So a sneaky little pushover kill gives a Magoosh a couple of kills and an ace. And the point for Ruidoso. Now they're up by 1, 18-17. Tess Hernandez, first contact. Barunda, second contact. Chavarria sends it over. Now, attempted kill by number 4, McAllister, but Lovington answers and trying to push it over the net. Jumping is Aranda, and when you jump and you hit the ball on your way down, that ball 99 times out of 100 is going to go down into the net, not up. So the point for Ruidoso, as good try. Preciado sends it over, and then it's Chavarria trying to
too far.
Put it away, but she does a little too much. And it goes long, out of bounds for a point. And now Ruidoso up by 3, 2017. And an error on serve, and I could not see.
Ontiveros.
Ontiveros. All right, so number 6, Alexius Ontiveros with an error on serve.
And wearing light gold numbers are a
Right.
little bit of a pain to see.
2018, Ruidoso leads by 2. It's going to be Chavarria back to serve for Lovington. Good serve, a floater. And they're going to say a double hit, illegal hit by Ruidoso is going to give the point to Lovington. Now they trail just by 1, 20-19. And it is number 14, Chavarria, still serving for Lovington. 2019, good serve. It is a good serve. It's going to be an ace for Chavarria
Nope,
because it was net violation. But
So again,
Lovington
who's going to make the fewest mistakes?
Lovington, yeah, it's 20-20 now as a timeout is taken. Oy. And if they had just let that ball go, but I understand the reflex is get to the net to try to block it. They thought that they'd be able to take it, but if you were watching the trajectory of the ball, you knew it was coming down. It was going to be a tight set, too close to the net for Ruidoso to do anything with, and it was spinning so much. There's no way that they're going to be able. So you let it go, you don't touch it, but it's hard to stop your body momentum, when you're heading to the net, trying to do your best to keep your team ahead. So 20 all in this second set as Ruidoso won the first one 25-19, and now we're tied up 20 all in this second set. Coming off the point, 20-20, it's going to be Chavarria serving. A nice serve. Ruidoso answers. Big third contact by Magoosh. Attempted kill. Hernandez says no. Preciado sets up Barunda for the attempted kill, but Ruidoso answers. They send a free ball back. Hernandez with first touch. Oh, nice. Instead of setting it, Preciado punches it over, but Ruidoso was ready for it. And now Barunda sends it over. Oh, pushed over at the net by Magoosh is going to be a point for Lovington. But a good rally there as both teams were faking each other one out. Both teams, you thought the big boom was coming in. Instead, they just pushed it over with a little fingertip roll. And instead, Lovington got the last short end of the stick on that one. 21-20, Ruidoso leading. They serve. Hernandez answers. Preciado sets up Aranda, and it goes long. So out of bounds for a point. And now Ruidoso up by 2, 22-20. And Coach Ochoa wants a timeout to talk about it before her Lovington girls get down further. Because this is still winnable for Lovington. This is still winnable. They're only down by 2. They need to refocus, regroup, and get the upper hand in this. The momentum shifting slightly to Ruidoso now. Ruidoso up by 2 in the second set after winning the first one. But Coach Ochoa, she takes timeouts at good times to try to cool the other team down, stop their momentum, and try to refocus her girls. And they do tend to come out and make a point or two sometimes off of their timeout huddle. So I think that shows they take their coaching, they listen to the coaching, and they make adjustments that she tells them to. So serving is Ruidoso. Lovington answers. Third hit, contact coming by Barunda, and it's too hard. Barunda with more kills than anybody in this game. And but that one, not a good hit. As it goes long, gives a critical point to Lovington, to Ruidoso, 23-20. Third contact by Preciado. As Ruidoso digs it, second contact. Big swing by Magoosh. It goes over. Preciado, second contact. Setting up Martinez. Attempted kill, not successful. Ruidoso answers. Preciado, second contact. Sets up Barunda. Barunda going for the kill. Goes out of bounds. It's long, and that brings set point now. 24-20. Ruidoso poised to win their second set tonight. Vasile back to serve again. It's dug by Hernandez. Sent over. Pushed over by Ruidoso. Oh, and it might have gone long. Layla Hernandez saving that. Preciado trying to send it over, and that goes out of bounds. So Ruidoso wins the second set, 25-20, and they're up 2-0 now. So we will take a timeout. Ruidoso, 2 sets, Lovington none. And we'll be back with more Lovington Wildcat Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from the Walmart Digital. Welcome back to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. From the Walmart Digital, I'm Dawn Morgan, along with TJ Miracle on Cats for a Cure Night. As I thought that was wrong. They put up 5 minutes between sets, and it's a 3-minute intermission between sets. And
with the agreement of the team, they had a raffle or something at center court between the sets.
But it didn't take as long as they thought it would, I guess. They put a couple of extra minutes on there just in case. So we're back almost ready to start this 3rd set, as it is do or die time for Lovington. They must win this set. They needed to win that 2nd set, but they must win to keep themselves alive and have a chance at winning tonight. As this, we've noticed both teams tonight really kind of sliding into some sloppy volleyball at times, and then at times some very good volleys and rallies and good play. So it's both teams, Ruidoso and Lovington, a little uneven tonight, maybe not in their best form, either one of these teams, but Ruidoso has made fewer mistakes overall, and they lead 2-0. Their serve, Barunda answers. 3rd contact coming by Martinez, and it goes long. So another unforced error by Lovington is going to give Ruidoso the point.
Just way too many errors tonight for Lovington. They just need to take a deep breath and settle down a little bit.
Magoosh back to serve again for Ruidoso. Barunda answers. Preciado tries to send it over the net. It's blocked by Huey at the net on the left side. The outside hitter location. She's been strong at blocking on the outside hitter and right side location as well. So Ruidoso with the 2nd point, leading 2-0. And another point for them. Magoosh serving, and Magoosh with an error. She's got a couple of kills and an ace tonight, but that's her first service error. So the point to Lovington. And they need to take advantage of the unforced errors that Ruidoso is making. And Ruidoso is making plenty of them tonight, too. And back to serve is Preciado. Ruidoso answers. Huey going up for the big kill, and she does. It's too hot to handle as Layla Hernandez gets a hand on that, but it goes sky high, straight up into the rafters. So an ace for Magoosh. That's a couple of aces.
No ace.
No
we
ace.
were on the serve.
Sorry.
Preciado was serving.
Preciado was serving. That's true. As my mind wandered for a moment, I shouldn't talk about the the girls being a little sloppy. And coming up for the big kill is Dunlap, but it's blocked at the net again by Huey. So another point for Ruidoso, and they're up quickly, 4-1 in this third set. As Magoosh back to serve again. Hernandez with the first hit. Preciado sets up Chavarria. And the rally is saved by Huey, who sends it over.
And then
right at the net is killed by Huey. Huey answered it, returned it. Lovington sent it back over, and then Huey knocked it in for the kill. Again, not a hard shot, just what was needed. 5-1, Ruidoso leading. Hernandez, first contact. Barunda gets it over. Dunlap sends it. It's a netter, but it goes over. Ruidoso answers, and then it goes over to the right side, off of the hands of Lovington and out of bounds before Preciado, who hustled over there, could get to it. And really Lovington really just having a little they're a little out of sorts. They've got new girls coming in different positions and rotations. They're just not making the transitions well. Off of the serve, they save it. Chavarria with a good third contact. And now Huey with the attempted kill. Nice block at the net. Dunlap exactly where she needs to be. I've got 4 big blocks for her tonight. So she's playing well, looking to where she needs to be and doing that block. Denied Huey a kill. Lovington with a point, 6-2. Good serve, but man, it is barely saved. And attempted kill again by Huey is denied by Lovington. And now Huey with another return, and Layla Hernandez got first contact on that, but it went up and over out of bounds. So the point for Ruidoso, 7-2, as Ruidoso leads by 5. Chavarria is coming out. Castro's going in the front row. Preciado, Castro, and Dunlap, your front row for Lovington. And the serve, dug by, can't see. And Barunda with a big boom. No, I don't think that was Preciado over there. I think that was the other girl in the back row. I can't see the number. Martinez, number 9, number 8, Ortiz, yes, 8, thank you, number 8. And now Dunlap with the serve. Oh, attempted kill. It's dug, saved. Preciado sets up Barunda, and it's another kill. 2 straight kills by Barunda. Puts Lovington back on the map. Here they come. You know, they came from behind in several sets at several different times against Tatum last week, and they were able to do that, and that should have given them the confidence to really refocus and get things started. So Dunlap is going to have an ace as her nice spin, a lot of speed on that, but good spin, just not returnable by Ruidoso. A little bit of miscommunication there in that back row as well. 7-5. Lovington trails by 2. Dunlap with another good serve. It's answered by Ruidoso. Preciado sits at Barunda. And Barunda with a nice attempted kill. Oh, nice dig, though. A nice dig in that back row, and they pass it up to Huey in the front row, and she takes a big swing, but it goes into the net. So Huey with a couple of net balls, giving points to Lovington. 7-6. Lovington trails by 1. As Ruidoso answers, and it's blocked at the net by Barunda. Nice big block, denying Huey another kill and a point for Ruidoso. So the point goes to Lovington. 8-6. Lovington trails by 2.
Nope, they're going to say off the hands of Lovington.
Off of the hands of Lovington. So not a block. And the point for Ruidoso, but that's karma. There's some volleyball karma for you, as they're number 6, Ontiveros, with that's her second error on serve. Give the point to Lovington. And Lovington gets to serve. It's 8-7. Lovington trails just by 1 as Ruidoso answers. Preciado sits at Barunda for the kill. And yes, another kill as it goes off the hands of Magoosh over there on the left side. So another kill for Barunda. I believe that is 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 kills and an ace and a block. And a good serve by Lovington. Big swing by Magoosh coming too big. It goes long. So now Lovington is ahead. They're ahead by 1.9 to 8 now. And Coach Sterrett wants to talk about it. He takes a timeout, and we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more Lovington volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from New Orleans Digital. Welcome back to Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Walmart Digital. Lovington with a 1-point lead in this third set. They are down by it's 2-0. Ruidoso leading, and in this third set they have the upper hand 9-8, barely. But they're going to try to build on that with Preciado serving. Looks like a possible Castro serving. Looks like a possible ace, but no. Ruidoso saves it, sends it over. Hernandez second touch. And that one was punched by Preciado, and it's in. The point by Lovington. It was inbounds, kind of painted the back court.
And so that's Lovington, 3 straight service points for Castro.
And Lovington with 2 points, as Castro has a couple of kills to go along with service points. Ruidoso answers. Hernandez trying. That's going to end up being a kill. Was that Magoosh? Yep, Magoosh with another kill over there in the outside hitter location in that front row. And that means now Ruidoso trails just by 1. Lovington up by 1, 10-9. They need to protect that lead, try to get service back. And Barunda first touch. She gets it back, slams it down. A nice kill, as really it looked like it just took Ruidoso by surprise. As Ontiveros over there in the back row, left side, just kind of looked at that ball. Nobody moved. So a nice kill by Barunda. Gives Lovington the 2-point lead. Barunda will serve, and they are they're having a little timeout as one of the officials is having a chat with the line judge over there on the Ruidoso corner. And now ready for play to resume. Barunda back to serve for Lovington. 11-9. They're up by 2. Nice serve. Mendez sends it over. Attempted kill. Layla Hernandez saves it. Now Mendez again setting up the big boom. Murillo trying it, but Lovington answers. Now they push it over. Oh, Layla Hernandez saves it for Lovington. Mendez again setting up. They set up Magoosh, but it's blocked at the net. Nice block by Aranda. She's got a couple of blocks and a kill tonight. And that saves it. Lovington now up by 3, 12-9. Barunda serving. Lovington must win this set to stay alive. Nice serve. Coming up to try to kill it is Murillo. She mistimes and hits it into the net. And that's another point for Lovington. 13-9, their biggest lead. They're up by 4. Barunda serving. Oh, and it hits the top of the net. So a service error by Baruna. That's her second tonight. Her second net serve gives the point to Ruidoso. Lovington still leads, though, 13-10. This is still winnable for Lovington. Holder with a serve. Lovington answers. Preciado sets up Castro. Or Ortiz, rather. Preciado now second touch for Lovington. Aranda sends it over, and that's a kill! That's another kill for Aranda. She's got a couple of those and blocks as well tonight. And now Lovington up by 4 again, 14-10. As they're leading this third set, it's must-win time. They trail 2-0. Layla Hernandez back to serve. That's a very flat, effective serve. Killing it is jumping up at the net is Dunlap. Another big kill for Dunlap. She's got more blocks than kills tonight and a service ace, but a nice game from her tonight. A nice match. 15-10. Lovington stretching it out. 5-point lead. Layla Hernandez with a serve. Ruidoso trying to send it over. Magoosh does. Barunda gets a hand on it, sends it over. And now Mendez sets up, believe, Murillo for the kill. It's blocked at the net. And now pushed over. Preciado sets up Ortiz for the kill, and it drops in right in front of the backcourt line for a point. Lovington stretching their lead out to 6, 16-10 in this third set. Must-win time for Lovington. And that means Layla Hernandez, the libero, will be back to serve still. Ruidoso answers. Trying to push it over at the net is Mendez, and she should have gone with her first instinct, I think, which was to set it because she had Murillo over there in the outside hitter location. But she doesn't, and that's a good thing for Lovington as it's a point for them now. 7-point lead, 17-10. Hernandez serving. Murillo answers. They set her up for the kill. She pushes it over. Preciado, first touch. Hernandez, second touch. Ortiz sends it over for a kill. That's Ortiz. Ortiz has done that little sneaky, just push down into the center court a couple of times tonight. Excuse me. And now, 18-10, your Lovington Lady Cats are leading this one. Coach Sterrett wants to take a timeout for Ruidoso, and we'll take it with him. Back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Noel Mark Digital. And welcome back. Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Noel Mark Digital. We're in the third set. 18-10, your Lovington Lady Cats lead off of a nice serve by Hernandez. Pushed over, pushed back over by Dunlap, pushed back over by Dunlap. Now Mendez setting up for the big kill by
Mendez.
Mendez and Magoosh were trading passes. And then just too much as Hernandez got a fist on it in the backcourt but could not handle it. So out of the Ruidoso timeout, Ruidoso makes a point. 18-11, they get the serve back. And it's Magoosh up to serve. It's a big one. Barunda answers. Preciado sets up Dunlap. She sends it over. It's dug and saved by Ruidoso. And now attempted kill by Dunlap. She gets it back, pushes it over. Ruidoso saves it. They set up Huey for the kill. Dunlap blocks, sends it over. And now a little push. Saved by Preciado. Hernandez second touch. Barunda setting it. Sending it over, that is. And now third touch is a punch up in the air by Murillo. And nothing Huey could do at the net as it comes down and no room to get it over. So the point to Lovington.
Couple of great plays on both sides to keep that rally alive, and you just had a feeling it was going to be a miss hit at the end, which is what it was.
And luckily, Lovington with the point, 19-11, 8-point lead. And setting and saving it at the net as it's pushed over by Mendez, blocked, and sent over by Dunlap. So big block and a nice kill. So the point for Lovington, 20-11. Back to serve is Preciado. Ruidoso saves it. Huey going in for the kill. Oh, and yes, it's punched by Borunda in the back row. She gets a fist on it. It goes kind of wonky off to the side, and Ortiz tries to go over and save it, but can't. Goes out of bounds. So good hustle, nice try. But the point for Ruidoso, 20-12. Lovington leads by 8, and it's Murillo back to serve. Layla Hernandez gets first contact. Now sends it over. Oh, and instead of going over, it goes into the net. So an unforced error by Lovington. Not a good time as they're kind of trying to sneaking the door back open for Ruidoso.
And timeout taken by Coach
Ochoa wants to take a timeout and talk about it. She's good at recognizing when the momentum shifts, and she's trying to cool down Ruidoso now and refocus her girls because they have the upper hand. It is 20-13. They forged ahead. They were up by 9. Now they're up by 7. She's demonstrating some things, what she wants to see out of her front row and back row. She's talking about contact, positioning. You can see that. So she's given them some tips, some pointers on adjustments to make against Ruidoso's game. And we'll see coming out of the timeout if Lovington now can finish them off. Lovington needs to come out strong and not let Ruidoso close the gap. It'll be Ruidoso's ball, and Murillo back to serve. 20-13, Lovington leads in this third set. Ruidoso won the first 2. It's must-win time for the Lady Cats. Hernandez with the first contact. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill. Goes off the top near the net. And now they're going to set up McAllister, and it's going to go long. So that's a gift as the point goes to Lovington, 21-13, 8-point lead. And let's see if, I believe that is Ortiz back to serve. It's a good one. And they set up Huey for the kill, and it is going to be a kill as Ortiz puts her fist out, gets a fist on it, goes off into the back court. So side out and a point for Ruidoso. So the teams trade points and serves, 21-14. Lovington still leads this one by 7 points. It's going to be Huey back to serve.
Hildman.
Olivia Hildman. And a net serve, an error on serve for Hildman. Gives the point to Lovington. Now Lovington 22-14. They can smell the victory of this set, and they must win this set to stay alive and have a chance at winning the match. Back to serve is Dunlap. Nice serve, but it's sent over by Mendez. Third contact by Borunda, and they're going to say that an illegal violation, hitting violation. It's a backcourt, and that point is for Lovington. So it's 23-14 now. Lovington leading. Back to hit is Dunlap. Good serve. Ruidoso answers. Big kill attempt blocked at the net by Aranda. Great timing as she went up in perfect position to deny that kill. And it is set point now, 24-14, as Dunlap serving for the set. Good serve. Ruidoso answers. Mendez sets up for the big kill. It's long. McAllister. Oh no, they say it's off. It's tipped. It's tipped by Lovington.
No, Lovington point. They won the set.
Lovington point. No tip. Ruidoso wanted to make the case, thinking it was off the fingertips, but no go. So 25-14 in the third set. Lovington wins. They keep themselves alive. 2-1. Ruidoso. We're back with the fourth set here at Lovington Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from the Walmart Digital. And welcome back to Lovington Volleyball and Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from Walmart Digital. It's Cats for a Cure night here at Wildcat Gym as Lovington came storming back in that third set. It was must-win time, and they did win that third set, but they are down 2-1. They must win this one to stay alive and then force a fifth set. So they've still got a mountain to climb here against Ruidoso, but they get to serve starting off this fourth set. And back to do that is going to be Preciado. Or is that Chavarria?
That's Preciado.
Preciado was right the first time. Good serve. Ruidoso answers. They set up Huey for the kill. Barunda answers. And the attempted kill by Dunlap goes in the net. So an error to start off this fourth set. Lovington giving up the point. Ruidoso will take it 1-0, and Murillo goes back to serve for Ruidoso. Ready? Oh, there's going to be a head referee talking for a moment with Holder. Holder now goes up to Huey in the front line and says something. Now we're ready to play as Murillo with a serve. Leila Hernandez returns. Preciado with second contact, sends it over the net, but it's blocked at the net by Ruidoso as Huey is in there. I'm going to call that a double block. Really, it was kind of a triple block.
Well, really, I think Barunda just hit it into the net, so no block. So.
Well,
that's how I saw it.
So the Ruidoso serve is handled by Lovington, sent over. Huey with the third contact is saved. Preciado Dunlap sends it over. Third contact coming now by Murillo. Barunda first hand on it. Now Dunlap sends it over. Long rally, both teams. And attempted kill as it's going to go out of bounds and be a Lovington ball. So Huey with an attempted kill ends up sending it out of bounds, and so Ruidoso did not agree. They thought that hit the line.
Yeah, and Huey thought that she was putting it right between a couple of Lovington girls, just hit it a little far.
So Lovington with the point and off the serve. Now they're setting up McAllister for the kill, and yes, it is a good one as McAllister with her fourth kill and gets the point. 3-1 as Ruidoso up quickly in this one. They will get the serve, and I believe that's Huey back to serve.
Number 11.
That's right, number 11, Olivia Hildman. Thank you for correcting the number. I can't see it. And it goes, oh, did it hit the line? Nope, it hit out of bounds. So Hildman with her second net serve, or long serve rather, an error on serve. So the point to Lovington. Now it's 3-2. They trail only by 1.
Yeah, those gold numbers are kind of a pain to pick up.
And
like gold numbers
Dunlap,
on white jerseys.
And Dunlap with the serve for Lovington. Nice serve. But Ruidoso answers. They punch it over. And now Castro with the ball. Sends it over to Aranda. That was a good quality touch. That came off of a successful pass. So a good job by Castro sending a good pass over, and Aranda making the most of it in great position to kill it. So Aranda with another kill. Dunlap with another serve, and oh, it's out of bounds. So an error on serve by Dunlap. That's her first error on serve tonight. Gives the point to Ruidoso. Now they're up by 1. 4-3 your score as the rotation changes for Ruidoso. And going back
Ontiveros
is Ontiveros now. Ontiveros with a serve. Leila Hernandez. Libero digs it. Preciado, second contact. She sets up, who was that on the right side? Castro. The girls all have ponytails and pink ribbons, the very same pink ribbon in their hair tonight, and it's driving me nuts. They're looking the same. And when they jump, so Ruidoso with a serve, third contact, successful for Lovington. They push it over. Now it's returned by Ruidoso. Leila Hernandez, second touch. Aranda goes in for the kill. It's saved by Ruidoso. Going up with a big swing. Mistimed it. Number 4, McAllister, makes an error. Barunda was coming in like a falcon and casting a big shadow over the net. And it wasn't needed, but man, the threat is big from her. as off of the hands of Lovington. A nice rally going back and forth off of Lovington's serve. But the point ultimately is Ruidoso. So 6-4 as Ruidoso goes up by 2. And Vasile will be back to serve. Vasile with a floater serve. It's handled. Not really, that basically, that was an ace for Vasile, because even though it was returned, it wasn't returned over the net, it was handled. No quality touches on that by Lovington. It's just too hard to do anything with. This one comes over, returned by Lovington, and then pushed down by Magoosh for another kill. As all she had to do was jump up at the net and push that down.
Lovington needs to be careful. Vasile has been has gotten the most service points tonight for Ruidoso. That was her 10th.
And another serve for her. Leila Hernandez answers. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. It's answered. It's Doug. Mendez now setting up Murillo for the kill. And yes, she stabs it down into the backcourt at the feet of Leila Hernandez. And Ruidoso now quickly taking the upper hand. Lovington was ahead. Now Ruidoso has got 9-4, a 5-point lead, and Coach Ochoa wants to talk about it. We'll just keep it right here because Lovington came out strong in this 4th set, knowing that they needed to win. And now Ruidoso has snuck back into it off of some unforced errors by Lovington. Some mishits, but they also have had a couple of long rallies and some good digs and saves. And so it's just been back and forth. And now this momentum by Ruidoso. Coach Ochoa is going to try to cool them down, refocus her girls, and get them to come back. Lovington has carved their way back into.
And got down by 6 in the 3rd set and came back and blew them out by 11.
So it's definitely still possible as Vasile with a serve. Lovington returns it. Now 3rd contact coming by Magoosh. And I was going to say, if Lovington will just let it go, and Castro back there wisely watches it sail over her head and go long. So the point for Lovington, now 9-5. And more importantly, Lovington gets the serve back. It's Barunda back to serve. 9-5. Lovington only trails by 4. They can climb back into it, and pushing it down at the net is Aranda. So a good timing for her, as a kill for her gives an important point for Lovington. Now trailing only by 3, 9-6. Barunda serving again. Ruidoso answers. Murillo in for the kill. Dug and saved by Leila Hernandez. Sent over the net by Aranda. Now Murillo again. Oh, she does a fingertip roll. She saw that there was a big opening right at the attack line, right at the 10-foot line. Everybody either up in the net or way back in the backcourt. And she just let that roll. So a point for Ruidoso. 10-6, 4-point lead as they change rotations. Holder now serving. And first contact, then second by Hernandez, sent over by Aranda. Now Murillo going in for the big boom, but saved by Knapp as Preciado sets up. Oh, and it hits the net, but goes over by Ortiz. But Ruidoso answers. Preciado sets up Aranda for the kill. Holder saves it. Now Murillo going in for the kill, and unfortunately it is a kill as Ortiz goes on her knees trying to get to that and dig it, but can't.
And Lovington was going back expecting to see the big kill there, and just another little soft one.
Holder with an ace. That's her third ace. Knapp tries to get it, but can't. And now Ruidoso up by 6 in this 4th set. They lead 2-1. 12-6 your score. Holder with, and it sneaks over. It hits the top of the net. Takes Lovington by surprise because, I have to say, I was fooled too. I thought it was going to go solidly into the net and be a point for them. And then it popped up and went over. So Holder with her 4th ace, 5th ace, couple of aces in a row.
3 in a row, as a matter of fact.
Yes, 3 in a row. Thank you. 14-6, 8-point lead as Holder back to serve again. Coach Ochoa coming out, and she's not taking a timeout. She's conferencing with the player.
Yeah, Preciado, I think, was telling her, watch the hand on the serve, and please go relay that to the to the head ref.
All right. So the serve by Holder is top of the net. So a point for Lovington. They catch a break here, 14-7. They trail by 7, but they get the ball back, and it'll be Layla Hernandez back to serve for Lovington. They trail by 7. They've got to fight their way back into this one. They must win this set to stay alive. It's Ruidoso 2-1 at this point. Hernandez serving. Nice floater. And it's sometimes, it's the quiet serve that'll get you sometimes. And Layla Hernandez has a nice little floater serve, and it's kind of hard to judge and hard to return. And Murillo could not get it.
10th service point.
And Hernandez with another serve. Ruidoso answers this time. Dunlap sends it over. And they set up Murillo for the kill. And it's blocked at the net by Dunlap. And the point for Lovington. So Ruidoso trying to get that back over, but it hits the net. So another point for Lovington. They trail by 5 now. Hernandez up to serve. It's answered, but then blocked at the net as Dunlap is there. Also with her on the left side, Chavarria. They were both there. I think Dunlap was the one who got her hand on the ball, and Coach Sterrett wants to talk about it because Lovington threatening to come back in this one, and he's taking also a timeout, trying to chill Lovington's momentum. 14-10 your score. Ruidoso still has the lead, but only by 4. And here comes Lovington. These ladies are not giving up. So the Lady Cats, you hope it's not too little too late, because they have time to come back in this one. They've trailed by more and come back, and they can do this, but they must win this set to stay alive. It's 2-1 Ruidoso so far this evening, and Ruidoso leading 14-10 in this one. And while we are continuing the timeout, Lovington girls showing continued spark and life here.
Well, they are.
But uneven play tonight.
It has been very uneven. They came out just completely and totally flat, and then was a battle of errors in set number 2. And then Lovington looking much better in set 3, but coming out a little flat here in the 4th.
Hernandez, good serve. And the point is for Lovington because it was a double hit for Ruidoso. So hitting error by Ruidoso gives Lovington the point. Good time for that. Lovington needs to take advantage of these errors. 14-11. They're down by 3. Ruidoso answering that serve, trying to push it over, and she does. Oh, Lovington keeps it alive, but then ultimately can't get it back over the net. So good rally there. A couple of really good digs and saves. Lovington trying desperately to get back in this one. 15-11. Ruidoso up by 4. It's Magoosh back to serve. Lovington not giving up, and that's a net serve. It sneaks over, and Dunlap was turned the wrong way. She was not facing front, and that wasn't the only problem with that return, but that was a point for Ruidoso. 16-11. Now there's some volleyball karma, as that is a net serve. So an error by Magoosh. That's her second service error tonight. And the point for Lovington. 16-12. They trail only by 4. And back to serve, I believe, is Preciado.
Yes.
Ruidoso handles it, answers it, pushes it back over. And now Knapp gets it over. Ruidoso saves it. They set up Huey for the kill. And off of the hands of Dunlap, who's been so brilliant for Lovington tonight at the net. Just can't save that one. Spins out of bounds. So the point to Ruidoso. They're up by 5 again, 17-12. It's going to be Murillo back to serve. Layla Hernandez, first touch. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill. It's dug and saved, and it is sent over by Huey, but it's a hitting violation by Huey. Yes, it's a hitting violation.
Yes.
So the point is for Lovington, 17-13. Lovington not giving up there, but they need to not just make a point or two, but they've got to go on an offensive spurt here, and they're not going to do it that way. A net violation, a net serve that is by Chavarria, gives the point to Ruidoso. 18-13. Ruidoso up by 5 as Hildeman comes in. Hildeman serving for Ruidoso. Barunda first touch, and Barunda off of her hands and off to the right, goes out of bounds. Wow. And I'm not sure that Lovington was really ready for that serve. They Lovington girls look like they were looking at each other, not watching the serve. Layla Hernandez, first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill, and it goes long. Way outside. On the right, out of bounds for a point. For Ruidoso, now stretches it out by 7, 20-13. The Ruidoso lead. Coach Ochoa wants to talk about it. She knows her girls are in danger of letting this fourth set slip away, but they've got to stop Ruidoso's momentum now. Try to crawl back into this one. They can come from behind. They've shown it before, but they've got to do it now.
Yeah, running out of time and running out of points, especially with Ruidoso continuing to hold the serve. As you mentioned, 20-13 the score. Thanks for being with us tonight on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please give us a subscription. Let your friends and family know. We would appreciate that. We'll be back here in the friendly confines on Thursday night. Or, no, I'm sorry. We'll actually be at Joe Langston Gym in Eunice Thursday night.
Right.
We'll be handling that one for you, Lee County Battle.
But tonight, this is not done, and Lovington has time and room, but they've got to make it happen now. They've got to. Off of the serve by Hildeman. Layla Hernandez, first touch. It's sent over by Preciado. Back over the net. Hernandez to Preciado to Barunda. Big block at the net, though, by number 3 and number 10, number 16.
16.
So that's Jamerson and Huey. So I'm going to give him a double block on that. And the point by Ruidoso. 21-13. They lead, but that's a long serve. So Hildeman with another service error. Lovington with a point. They're still alive. They trail by 7, 21-14 in this fourth set. They're down 2-1. It's Dunlap back to serve. If Lovington could battle back and win this one, they would force a fifth set. Oh, and it's a long serve. It's going to be a point for Ruidoso. So that's the second service error by Dunlap tonight. She otherwise has had a great game with lots of kills, blocks, and an ace. But the point goes to Ruidoso. 22-14. Ruidoso up by 8. Ontiveros serving. Barunda first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda. She sends it over. Oh, and it's going to be a tight set at the net as Mendez tries to find room to return it and can't. So the point for Lovington. And again, that was really off of some good play by Barunda. 22-15, Lovington alive. Oh, and important third hit going over the net. Ruidoso saves that. Spinning, Preciado sets up Barunda. And Ruidoso saves it yet again and sends it over. They're staying alive with quality third touches. Lovington staying alive too. Long rally. Going up is McAllister for the big boom. Lovington answers. Now Aranda in for the kill. And it is too much as she sends it into the back row, and not enough oomph as Ontiveros can't make it over the net. So nice play as Aranda coming through again with another kill. 22-16. Lovington trails by 6, but they're on the comeback trail. They've got to keep it going as Castro back to serve. Ruidoso answers. Third hit going over the net. Preciado now setting Barunda for the kill, and it goes long. And that gives the point to Ruidoso. 23-16. Lovington trails by 7.
And here's the serving ace for Ruidoso coming in.
Vasile back to serve. Chavarria answers. Preciado sets up Aranda. It's blocked at the net by Magoosh. And now set point, match point. Set point, match point in this fourth set. 24-16, Vasile serving. Second contact by Preciado. They set up Barunda, attempted kill, saved by Ruidoso, sent over. Now they set up Murillo for the kill, and it goes long. Whew, Lovington dodges a bullet there. 24-17, Lovington trails by 7. They're not dead yet. They could come back here. They trail by 7, but Barunda to serve. Ruidoso answers. They push it over. Aranda with a little push over at the net, saves it. And now Murillo with goes into the net. She tries to push it over, sends it into the net. Another point for Lovington. Lovington 24-18. They trail by 6. Barunda with another serve. They set up Murillo for the kill. She sends it over. Aranda saves it, sends it over. Mendez setting up Magoosh. Lovington saves it. Leila Hernandez, second contact. Chavarria sends it over the net. They set up Murillo for the kill again. Leila Hernandez saves it. Oh, and out of position at the front. And that's it, 25-18. Ruidoso wins this one 3-1, just like they won on October 2nd against Lovington in Ruidoso. And that's it tonight. So Lovington trying to come back, cannot do it in time or successfully. So again, that fourth and final set is ends up being 25 to 18. I had 13 written down, but I know that wasn't right. 25-18. So Ruidoso wins it 25-19 in the first set, 25-20 in the second set. Lovington won the third set 25-14, and then finally falls as Ruidoso takes that fourth set 25-18 and wins this one tonight. So again, not a district counter yet. In fact, Lovington will start their district a week from tonight against Artesia here. In the meantime, they have another non-district match, a makeup on Thursday against Eunice in Eunice. So another chance for them to kind of just work out the kinks and try to get as sharp as they can for district, and a good chance to get to Eunice and maybe beat Eunice. They were able to put up some good numbers against Eunice here when they played the first time, so they have a chance to go down there and show their improved game. But they're going to need to be sharp and focused from the very beginning when they play against Eunice, because Eunice barely was able to squeak out a win. Coach Robbie was not happy with the style in which her team won against Lovington when they were here, feeling like it was sloppy volleyball at the time, but Eunice was happy to take the victory. Now Lovington will try to go down there and try to show their winning form and try to take their second match win if they were not able to get that here tonight, TJ.
No, they certainly weren't, but you know, a valiant effort. They came back and looked really good in set number 3. We mentioned between 3 and 4, they came out pretty flat to start the night, and then neither team looked particularly good in set 2. It was just a kind of a comedy of errors for both sides in set 2. Set 3, Lovington looked like they'd settle in. They looked a lot more like they did Thursday. Good movement, good transition, good reads on the other side of things, so looked really good there, but then just kind of came out and got a little sloppy at times and at the wrong times in that fourth and final set.
So, want to run down numbers?
Yeah, we can do that quickly. Let's see. Amber Barunda tonight with 10 kills, 2 blocks, and she also had an ace. Odyssey Ortiz with 2 kills. Myra Castro with 2 kills. Aubrey Aranda, 5 kills and 2 blocks on her score sheet tonight. Riley Dunlap with 5 kills, 7 blocks. She also had 2 aces. Jasmine Preciado, 2 kills, 1 block, and 1 ace. And Amy Martinez with a kill on her stat sheet,
and the only thing that I would say on that is Aranda, I think she had 6 kills. So
I'll go with your number. I like that better than mine.
She had a couple of blocks at the net, as you said, but I think I scored her for a kill, as I remember. So good numbers again, team effort, and really we're seeing Aubrey Aranda putting up more numbers. We also saw Castro with time on the court tonight that we haven't seen much this season at all. We're seeing Amy Martinez with some time on the court tonight, and Jasmine Preciado with a pretty good match tonight. I think she really was the victim in some of the different players coming in, because she is their setting specialist, and when there's any kind of, when you're out of position, your setter is going to be the one to be most affected by that. So I think that kept her from making as many quality touches and sets of that ball, setting up for good kills.
Yeah, I think so. And just to, again, like you mentioned, with them moving a lot of players around, and Jasmine used to setting over on the left side, used to setting Amber Barunda, used to setting Riley Dunlap in the middle, and then in the, depending on the rotation, Annalie Chavarria and Aranda on that right side. And, everything was just a little out of position and a little wonky tonight there.
Yeah, but I think, again, you have to be able to make those switches. You have to be able to vary your rotation and to be able to make those adjustments, on the fly. And the team is still feeling their way out and becoming more adept at that and getting better at that. So that's something they're going to continue to try to have to work out, and hopefully take a better, more consistent showing up to Eunice on Thursday, or down to Eunice rather. So again, mixed results tonight on the court for Lovington. Some good play at times, good volleys, great, action and kills by Barunda, Dunlap, and Aranda, your biggest Lady Cats tonight in terms of numbers on the stat sheet. But Ruidoso, of course, coming to play. They had an awful lot of aces. Their service game really helped just kill Lovington tonight, seal the deal in the sets. You had far more aces.
9 or 10 aces.
Oh, you had more. You had at least 3 aces by Vasile. You had 5 aces by Holder. You had aces by Magoosh as well. And so really you didn't have as many aces by Lovington. I'd say that Ruidoso just had a stronger service game tonight, and that is when you hold that serve and you make your points off your serve, you're denying the other team a chance to get into a rally and make points.
Well, you certainly are.
You're denying them quality touches and returns, so you're going to control the game just a little bit more. So that was one way that Ruidoso was able to actually have more offensive rhythm tonight and end up dominating 3-1. But we'll be there in Eunice on Thursday night. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks to all of our sponsors again: Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric, Stone Oilfield Service, Navajo Refining Company, Norlee, Nowell Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob Thriftway, and First American Bank of Lovington. I'm Dawn Morgan for TJ Miracle. We will see you Thursday night with Lovington Eunice Volleyball, and that's it from Wildcat Gym tonight as Lovington falls 3-1 to Ruidoso. And you've been listening to and watching Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com from the Walmart Digital on Cats for a Cure Night. Good night, everybody.